And a good morning to you, the citizen himself, looking sharp as always.
Oh man, and I'm loving your tie. Look,
I'm learning from you.
I'm trying to figure out who designed this or what the motive for designing it was.
It's okay.
Since we're all talking motives lately, motives for putting together that document. That one, you relax.
Relax. No, but speaking of comprehensive documents, let's give some comprehensive shout out this morning.
Oh, definitely. And you know, the man from whose loins our very beloved George Addo Jr. emerged.
George Budu Addo.
Oh man, aka Mr. George Addo Sr.
Look, a happy birthday to you, sir. You're a senior man.
And of course, our very own
Louisa Lai.
You have to say it with the hashtag Speak It Right. Louisa Lai is the wife, the beloved, committed wife of our very own award-winning Israel Lai. And you know, Louisa has
Israel's nickname.
Oh, and of course, she's also mother.
B.N. Lai.
I beg you. And you know, Louisa has this recipe for jollof.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's called the chaotic recipe. And you know, you have to prepare it on a coal pot. It's been passed down to her from generations.
Mm-hmm.
From a coal pot, and the smoke has to, infiltrate a little bit. Happy birthday to you, Louisa. We love you.
Yeah, we hereby invite ourselves for the Smoky Jollof Party. Just text us the location. We'll be there. And the Sports Center is brought to you by MTN 4G Plus for the fastest connectivity and highest internet speed. Choose MTN TurboNet. Standard Chartered Bank is also on board here for good. Now, you can enjoy 50 megabytes, worth of free data to browse your favorite sites everywhere you go. Simply call your loved ones, pay for the first minutes of your call on MTN free after one, and the rest of your call is free. And then you also enjoy free 50 megabytes data to browse your favorite sites. Just dial *315# to sign up. We day for you everywhere you go. Now, Standard Chartered is taking you and your partner to watch the European champions and EPL table toppers Liverpool play live in Anfield. This is an all-expense-paid trip with the historic Anfield tour. Sorted. All you need to do is download the SC mobile app, open an account on the mobile banking app, use it from now till December 2019. If you already have an SC mobile account, just continue to deposit and transact on SC mobile to earn more points. The highest number of points within the promo period becomes the ultimate winner. Easy like that. Easy like a Firmino goal. Imagine.
Look, we're going to have a whole special edition JoySports Center for my experiences at Anfield. Wonderful. You know, the sports science department, which has also resulted in getting this big result of a 6th UEFA Champions League title. But you know, talk about the UEFA Champions League. Check the date and time and you realize it's Champions Tuesday.
An overhead kick, it's in from Bale. What a goal! What a brilliant goal in the Champions League final from Gareth Bale. Where in the penalty area tries to lob the goalkeeper and succeeds. Superbly taken by Aguero. Jose Callahan. Insigne scores! 30 seconds shy of 90 minutes and Napoli have snatched the lead. Galliani slipped it through. Lucas Moura has scored! Oh, what incredible drama! It's Origi! Liverpool 4, Barcelona now! And Liverpool may well have produced the greatest European comeback ever!
Well, some interesting games to look forward to with a top liner in London between Spurs and Bayern Munich. There's a preview to come, but first, many reactions have followed comments by Kotoko coach Kjetil Zakariasen's suggestions that his side form doesn't match the level of the the CAF Champions League. Now, Kotoko were knocked out of the CAF Champions League after losing 3-2 on aggregate to Tunisian side Etoile du Sahel. Here is a playback of what Zakariasen said after the game.
That we are, this is our level at the moment now. We are in Confederation Cup. I think that is the right level for us. We got to be realistic, and we have told them before, the fans, that they got to be realistic because we have only worked together for 3 months, and Other have been together for years. So that is what I have to say.
So while some believe Zachariason's comments about his side are legitimate, others think he's spoken appropriately and must be removed. So what are the thoughts of experienced coach J.E. Sapong, who previously handled Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
He made a statement based on what he has seen with the team so far. I think he's telling us that the materials he has are not championship materials. That's what he explained to us. So I don't seem to understand him, because you have been a coach, you played some matches, few matches with the team. So you could have assessed the team more than that. I think so, because you had a hand in even recruitment somehow. So if he knew he was going to play a Champions League, which was the program for him, you could have gone in for more experience, more quality players, like he wants us to understand, you know. But all said and done, I think he's very blunt by telling people that, telling the Kotoko fans that you do expect, what I expected from him wasn't what I saw. So I think the best place we can play is the Confederation Cup. I think they should have to understand him.
Coach J. Sapong there. We hear Kumasi to engage some of our colleagues in the media on the Norwegian statements about his team. Here are some of the views.
If you try to analyze the words of the coach, and three things that I picked up, he talked about the lack of experience, and it's a young team that he's putting together, and realistically he thought maybe they deserve to be in the Confederations Cup. In all fairness, you have to agree with the coach to some extent that Kotoko are clearly at not the level of the champions.
I listened to the voice, and to be very honest, I think that the voice out there represents what exactly he said. You see, the same inexperienced side, the same squad that you built for 3 months, were able to beat at what is ahead, 2 goals at the Babayara Sports Stadium.
If you blow away a 2-0 advantage, then the best you can say is that is not our standard. I think, fans will be agitated. The likelihood that people would, do away with the context.
Well, away from Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the much anticipated GFA election is only 24 days away. The process of courting support from delegates for votes has seen the GFA's presidential aspirants resort to all sorts of communication and brand activation tactics. Interestingly, all these efforts are geared towards courting only 120 delegates. Kato Kreku, who made the headlines last week for a colorful and well-organized manifesto launch, has been explaining why the vigorous campaign strategy is geared towards only 120 delegates. Now, according to the Dreams FC executive chairman, the association, which is the Football Association, is dealing with a bad image in the minds of the public, and it must be corrected with such tactics.
It is true that our direct public or publics are our congressmen, 120. It is true. But if it was only to be about our congressmen, we wouldn't have been where we are today. We are here today because of perception, because of how people see our product offering, because of how corporate Ghana has reacted to association football, and because of the fact that gradually, over a long period of time, we have lost the 12th man, the most important man, the direct consumer of the products and services that we offer, that's our consumers, the fans. We've lost the fans, okay? So, yes, you want to communicate with your key stakeholders, and that goes into your strategic campaigning plan, but also you have to cooperate to people outside the confines of football, key decision makers who you would eventually have to work with.
Well, Kato Kreku gave these explanations on last Saturday's Joy Sports link here on Joy 99.7 FM. Some more here on the Joy Sports Center. And the Black Stars B will begin their Wafu Nations Cup title defense today when they come up against Gambia in Senegal. Coach Maxwell Konedu and his team have been preparing for the championship, which they won 2 years ago here in Ghana. Let's go away to Manchester United and Arsenal, who played out a grim stalemate at the Old Trafford that provided compelling evidence to illustrate just how far away from a Premier League challenge both clubs are. Here is United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Well, it's another game that we 1-0 up here, we 1-0 up Southampton, we're 1-0 up Wolverhampton. We need to learn to win these games. There's many things that we look at, and many things that gives me loads of confidence. We can talk about performances, but the result.
Now, the result takes Arsenal into the top 4, but Manchester United are now down in 10th after an outcome that means that they've made their worst start after 7 games in 30 years, failing to reach double figures for the first time since the 1989-1990, a season which saw them finish 13th. Arsenal manager Unai Emery was pleased with the outcome of the game.
It's not the best result, but I think that draw is far for two teams after 90 minutes. And the first half, for example, they started pressing a lot, but we control the match.
Okay, it's Champions League Tuesday, and our featured game is the Tottenham Bayern Munich game in London. Bayern attacker Serge Gnabry is speaking ahead of this game.
Still, they don't have a bad squad, or they don't have any bad players that step in, so for sure it's not going to be easy either way. But of course, our game is a lot about the wings with a lot of speed. So we're hoping, of course, to bring our game through and explore the spaces they have. I think I'm motivated in any game that I play in. I just want to win. Of course, I know the history.
And Spurs will be hoping to get their first win in the Champions League this term after drawing their opening game with Olympiacos. Here's manager Mauricio Pochettino.
In the history of course, the Champions League, they are a club that every season try to prepare. They prepare themselves to try to win the competition, the Champions League, because the history say that. I think it's a great club, great players, of course, amazing coaching staff. I know very well. We play the Audi Cup and we share many time together. I think it's a club historic that can be one of the contenders for sure to win the Champions League.
So there we go. Remember that he finished runner-up at a certain point. He looks forward to getting the ultimate, the Argentine manager Mauricio Pochettino there. Now remember, there will be live commentary with Hans Mensah-Andor and Gary Al Smith, and the build-up begins from 6:45, the traditional time. And so don't forget that game is one of many which we'll be expecting, and of course we'll be bringing you many updates. Of course, we'd like to say big shouts to our friends at GoTV and DSTV, who are our partners for this very, very big one.
Yes, a big shout outs to them, and also to you, Mameya Inshra Agwe. You attend school at He Reigns International at Teshi. You're 10 years today. This is from Mum and Don Shege. It's 28 minutes past 7. Citizen Ato, thank you very much for bringing us the Joy Sports Center. We're going to take just a few messages. When we come back, we groove.
This is a pre-boarding announcement for MTN Pulse and Chill Flight 5.